Thank you, Kath. Hi, everyone. Welcome to sunny or cloudy Brighton as it is today. I've drawn a picture, is about the best way to describe it, in terms of what we've been doing here. And I suppose the key question is about, and it's with people have been saying today, is it break time or is it playtime that children go out to? And whose playground is it? And for us, it was about, we talk about, I think people have used the term concrete jungle. Ours is a concrete postage stamp. You couldn't swing a cat. We don't have cats around here. So it was a tricky site for anyone who came onto the site. And it all starts with your vision. We started the whole process of OPAL and what we were doing when we were trying to get a vision statement, we were trying to do our vision, and the children kept saying again and again, we want a better playtime. We want to improve our play. So we started with that. So it's about what your school was about. And one of the key things that came about was about, and I don't know whether it's been mentioned yet, but it was about fun. The children wanted to go outside, they wanted to have fun, and we wanted them to have fun. As you can see from the picture, you have to work with what you've got. We weren't suddenly going to find a school field. We weren't suddenly going to find trees. The only greenery that we have is fake grass within our playground, a small spot for that to happen. So we had to work with what we had. What we needed to do, and I think this is one of the main key things that you need to find when you're doing the OPAL process, you find a good team. And as the head teacher, you have to then, and as the person leading it, you have to give them the permission and the ability to make the changes across the school, to make the changes that are needed. They will need time. They will need a little bit of money. They will need access to the pupils because that's who actually is going to make the change. And they will need your 100% support. You know, I was very lucky. Mrs. D came to me and said, I want that project. Jez, one of my midday supervisors, wanted to make it happen. Miguel, my caretaker, knew where he could find lots of sofas in skips walking along the local roads. Every one of my governors had been in Japan and knew what they did in Japan. Bronwyn, my early years coordinator, was desperate to talk to children. So you have all of the experts and you have all the expertise. They are there, the children and the staff. You also, if you empty out all those cupboards that you have in school, and in these COVID times, we found that we don't use an awful lot, there's a lot of storage, you have a lot of resources. The best resource you have are your ears and your eyes. Listen, watch. Go and find what you're doing. You won't be able to, once you start the process, and it's already been said, walk past a skip or walk to school without thinking, could we use that? Could we play with that? One of the things, and I've put it on here as well, listen to the experts, because you will get hundreds of catalogues come through your door telling you that X company can buy your playground for £29,000 and big wooden boats and big things all in your school fields from there. You don't need that to start with. And what you need to do is to actually consider what you've got. Very little money. We've done everything that we've done on very little money, lots of free things, anything that we can find. So don't jump at the big spends, but also don't take forever. 18-month process flew by for us. You've also within that got a group of children who will be at the top end of your school who start and then move on. So the two big things I want to share, and it's something, and again, you know, you can just see from the pictures and that's it from there. Don't worry about the rules. If you are a senior leader, don't worry about the rules. As the OPAL team will tell you, is that we do love a bit of paperwork, but we also hate the paperwork. But you will need someone in your team who does like a bit of paperwork, who loves filling in those boxes and filling in those forms, because they do still have to be done. But you don't need to worry about the rules, because funny enough, the children don't worry about the rules. And the key thing I'd also say is to look for unexpected benefits. You might start with a big long list of things that you want to change and that you need to address, but sometimes it's these unexpected benefits that have massive impact across your school. I have staff who go out to play now, not to go out to supervise, not to go out to watch what's going on from there. They go out and play. We have, like many people have said, less accidents. I now have less staff outside because they don't need to be out there. We have more time outside. What we do is, I can't remember the last time we had a wet play. It rains, it snows, everything. We just go outside from there. But also for us, playtime doesn't get put away. You know, we have a very, very limited space, and it isn't put it out, put it away, put it out, put it out. It just stays out all the time. I'm looking out the window now and there are cones scattered around, there's tyres scattered around, there's stuff everywhere. That's what the playground looks like all of the time from there. One of the key benefits we also got was we had an Ofsted in amongst the whole of this process, and we were the first school in the country to actually have play written into an Ofsted report. They recognise the impact of play is beginning to pay dividends on the way that pupils engage in learning. Now, for that, we don't care. I don't care what Ofsted say, but it was very important because it allowed us to then move to the next step from there. So, break time, play time. Well, it's definitely play time. We definitely think it's playtime. And the important thing, whose playground is it? Well, it's the children's. The noise tells you whose the playground is. Though my staff will argue with me because they now think it's their playground and they can go out and swing on ropes and climb up and play with the tyres and do all those different things from there. So, and I did win 3-0 at football today whilst playing. So thank you, everyone.